What? A cat. Aaron Randolph, are you kidding? Cat. Okay. Just got done reading this. And when I say I just got done reading it, I just got done reading this. It's Thane by Aaron Randolph. Holy crap. This was a ride. Okay, this was a ride. Um, a cat. I don't know if that's rude or flattering, but like, oh, and speaking of animals, the border collie and the cat. Oh my gosh, adorable. I almost cried. Almost cried. Congratulations, Aaron Randolph. You made me feel something. Are you happy now? Okay, so let's just get into it. I will do my best to avoid spoilers, though I don't know how many. Just I will try. Okay, so the main character you're following is Chris, which I'm guessing is this dude here in the middle. I don't know. There's shadows of people. You can kind of figure out. You can kind of guess maybe as you read which character is which. I don't know. Maybe you can't. Anyway, so Chris, you're mostly following Chris's point. You're following Chris's point of view, except every once in a while it'll go to Samantha and Trina's point of view, who are not one of the seven. Don't worry about them. We're not worried about them. They get very little page time compared to these seven. But so Chris wakes up in a strange new room. No idea where he is. No idea how he got there. Trying to rack his brain, like, where am I? What just happened? And the last thing he remembers is breaking a huge story about code violations on this one company. Um, so that's what he remembers, but he remembers going to sleep in his own bed in his apartment. So how he got into the strange room, he has no idea. Um, he walks around and he sees like a mirror, and he sees that there's this collar, this little white collar around his neck, and he has no idea what that's all about. And he goes to like fiddle with it, and a message across the wall tells him that not to mess with the collar. It will um, result in a strike, and he has no idea what that means. But he decides, okay, I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to leave that alone. And eventually, the door. He explores the room for as much as he can. It's a very basic room, white walls, white ceiling, white floor. Like, it is the most boring room in the world. There is, I believe, a desk and a chair and a bed. That's it in the room, and I guess a mirror. There are two doors. One he can't open, which he assumes is the door for getting out. The other one he can open, and that's his bathroom, and it has a sink and a toilet and a shower and everything. And he's like, okay, well, at least I can shower. That's good. Eventually the door does open, and he steps out to investigate this hallway that he's in, I guess. And more doors open, and six more people come out. They're as confused as he is. They're like, I was one guy, Jamie, he's like, I was in my bunk at my military base. I was in my own bed. I was in, whatever. And so a virtual another door opens up, and they go into the common room, what's known as the common room. And they go into this common room, and a like computer automated voice address she calls herself Vi, um which is VI stands for virtual instructor. and she tells them that they are in a she tells them that they are subjects and that they will have two tasks every day. If they complete a task, they get to make a request. If they fail a task, they get a strike. Or if they refuse to um, complete a task, if they refuse to take part in a task, they get a strike. The first strike uh, induces a 1 second, 1 second of immense pain. The second strike causes them pain until they pass out, and then the third strike results in death, um, an instant death. And so they're like asking the Vi questions, and then they're like making demands, but Vi won't respond to demands, and they finally figure out, oh, Vi only responds to she is programmed to only respond to questions, so she can answer questions, but she can't respond to a statement. And as they're sitting there trying to, they're posing different questions, and a lot of the questions are responded with, "I do not have that information." And finally, one of them says, "Okay, well, what information do you have?" And so she lists off the different information that they have, that she has, and so they start asking her questions like, "Okay, tell us about these things," and uh you get to know the characters through how they respond, with how they interact with each other, how they interact with Vi, how they learn different things, and they have these different tasks like repairing a cryo chamber, or um, disposing of a body, or um, flying a spaceship through an asteroid field, different things like that. Um, and the challenges are set up in a way to help teach them how to work together. And what they don't understand at the moment that they're going through this is that everything they do will eventually either help or doom humanity forever. And they don't realize that. Um, but and the things that they learn, the like okay, there are certain rules in writing that you have to follow. And like, you don't have to follow, but if you don't follow them, then like, XYZ or whatever. But like, there are some golden rules of writing that it's one of those, if you disobey this rule, or if you do this, then your readers are either going like that your readers are either going to be like, nope, don't believe it, or like, you have to be able to suspend belief to a certain degree. Like, if you're going to suspend disbelief, do it in a way that the reader is on board with. Like, yes, I'm here for this. This makes enough sense to go along with. Um, and I think Aaron Randolph does that very well, because I was along for this ride the entire time. Like, I kept having to slow myself down because I was going through it so fast, and I was just like, nope, I've got to drag this out because I was enjoying it so much, and I just didn't want it to end. And I don't even know if there's another book. I doubt there's another book. This seems like a standalone, and it's like, I didn't want to leave this world, you know. But there is, oh my gosh. There is a rule that Aaron Randolph breaks, and he does it so freaking beautifully that it's immediately forgiven. Like, I see what you did, I understand what you did, and I'm okay with it. I am allowed, forgiven. Is it too early? Like, right now, what is it? It's the 20th. There's 21, 10, 11 more days. There's 11 more days in this month, right? Is it too early to say this is going to be my favorite this month? Because this is probably going to be my favorite this month. I don't even know what I'm reading next. Okay, so as you guys know, this is part of a reading challenge. The 21 connected. Here it is. Trying to find my challenge journal. Uh, the 21 connected books challenge. And Thane was the cover the same has the same narrative of the last book, and this was told in third person, same as uh Discipline by Mark Avery. The next book, something a previous character would read on the beach. I don't know, a space opera, I guess. Where okay, I'm gonna turn you guys towards my bookshelf, and we can see if we can find something. Maybe a space opera. Who's the sci-fi nerd? What was what was Ethan reading? Ethan was reading. Um, Ethan was reading. Was he reading nonfiction? I don't think so. I don't think any of them are romance readers, really. Let's see. Mm, well, Jamie was a pothead. What do potheads read? Does he read? I don't even know if likes to read. Quantum space. That looks like that's down here. Awakening before I desert. No, that doesn't seem right. City of N, Crystal Island. No. What would one of these guys read on? Oh wait, Alara was. She likes murder mysteries. Do I have a murder mystery? I have a few. Let's see. I have. Where are my murder mysteries? I know I have murder mysteries. Downsize, that's not a murder mystery. Awakening, Arid Lands, Freedom You See, Trouble Inside. Trouble Inside, I think, is. Yeah, that's one. I know I got more than that, though. Let's see. What else do I have? Fire and Flight, Girl Who Swam, Homebrewed Institute, Keep on Laughing, Lotus King, Love, Loving Whiskey, Moon the Sun Forgot. That's not. Lacey Goes to Tokyo. That looks like a good one. Waves of the Undead. That's down here. The Prison. That's a murder mystery. Red, Red Curtains is a murder mystery. I know that one is. Let's see. We'll put that off to the side for a minute so it's not in the way of anything. Sybil of the Wind, Silent Night, Soul's Fuel, Soulmateless, Spies in Their Time. Is that a murder mystery? I don't know if any of them are really into spies stories, though. Oh, okay. So over here we got some. You can't see it behind this, but Waylaid on Woodby Island. That's one. I know there was one more here. Where was it? Venom Reef is a thriller. Venom Reef is a thriller. I've done one by Brenda Pollard before. In this year. We'll put that on there. No. is... Okay, I know there's one more on here, on this, in this... Where is it? Okay, let's see. There was Us, Wipe of Chronicles, Jill's Waves Undead, India. Why am I not finding this? Passing Through the Snow, that's a Christmas one. Wouldn't be bad if it was a murder mystery. That would be really cool, you know? A murder mystery Christmas thing. Gosh, where is this? I know there's one that I bought not too long ago. Maggie, Whole Lot of Love, Immigrant's Wife, I Suppose for No One, Fairy. Are we sure it's not down here on this? Let's see. Okay, we've got the When There Was Us, The Wipe of Crocodile, War of the Silver Tails, Waves of Undead, Vice Ideals, Farlandia, Unexpected Love, Trevor, Saves Christmas, Tides That Bind, Takes More Than Love, Spice in Their Time, Soulmateless, Souls Fuel, Silencer, Selena, The Scroll, Scott Boys. Scott Boys was one that's not a Run for Your Lives. Run for Your Lives, maybe. Yeah, that might be something that Alera might read on the beach. You know. Let's see. I can't believe I can't find this. Keep on Laughing, King of Ithaca, Macy Goes to Tokyo, Last Scientist, The Loneliness of Horses, Lottery, Lotus Key, Loving Whiskey, Meet Me in December, Milky Way Hotel, Dragon Bat, Don't Trust the Raven, Downsized, Destiny Rotten Road, Deep Down the Rabbit Hole, Dark Road, Dark Highland Skies, Dance of the Demons, Dotson, Crystal Island, and Butterfly Crest, Bryson City Secrets, The Bomb, Blackthorn, Black and Blue, Beneath the White, Black Mountain Breakdown, Before I Deserve You, Awakening, Assassin's Choice. Where is this book? Paris Express. I got some up here too. Up here above me. Oh. Is this indie published? Might be. Retirement Homes Are Murder. I'm sorry this is taking a minute, guys. I just know I have this book. I know I do. I bought it. Maybe it is hiding. Mortog the Damned, Not So Hidden. Nope, that's not it. Did I already pull it? Let me see. Okay. Curtains, the prison. No, I didn't. There is. I swear I bought it. Okay. You know what? I can't find it. So maybe I'm hallucinating. Maybe I didn't buy it. I could have sworn I bought it. Could have sworn. But I've been wrong before, so I'm not gonna waste any more time looking for it. I will, if I do find it later, then it'll just be something that we go to later. Ireland. I'm not in Ireland. Unfortunately, that would be great. I would love to be in Ireland. It's one of those places I told my husband that we need to go to visit. Yeah. Oh, don't fall. Um, I can't believe that's so wild that I can't find this book. There's another. I thought it was a mystery. This. I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you now what it was about. Anyway, we've got a nice stack here to go through. Okay, so Alera in Thane likes murder, like she likes murder podcasts, um true crime podcasts. So um I think she would absolutely love to read a murder mystery on the beach. So the prison, two besties turn an old abandoned prison into um a coffee shop, and burglaries escalate to murder, and Izzy and Bella lose their faith in the local police. They join forces with their other downtown merchants to solve the crime and save their business, only to discover that everyone is a suspect and no one can be trusted. Perfect small town cozy mystery. Trouble Inside. She was never supposed to be there. In fact, Zoe Burgeon went to great effort to ensure no one would notice. She always planned for her criminal habits precisely. To avoid being caught, finding a body was never part of the plan, and neither was being seen. Now someone else knows she was there, and they're making it hard for her to leave it in the past. Unsettling signs begin to surface as Zoe is forced to confront what really happened. Driven by guilt, fear, and the need for answers, she begins her own search for truth. Old friends resurface, loyalties are tested, and secrets become exposed. She thought leaving the house meant leaving it behind. She was wrong. In this psychological thriller, one woman discovers that not every secret can remain hidden, especially hers. Still, I think that would be something that. Um, so she says, Alera says that she is obsessed with murder. Not necessarily that she wants to commit murder, but she likes true crime podcast. As a matter of fact, I think Mark Avery's Discipline would have definitely qualified for this, but I've already read that, so I can't read it again. I mean, I could totally read it again, but I don't think it would qualify for the challenge. Red Curtains. Cleo Davis is desperate. With graduation on the line, she needs a model for her senior art project, and fast. Enter Lily Telfair Gordon, a wildly eccentric recluse with a penchant for quoting dead poets, chatting with ghosts, and wearing a court jester hat, complete with jingly bells. But Lily comes with more than just quirks. She's unwittingly uncovered a dangerous counterfeiting ring, and now Cleo is caught in the crossfire. Meanwhile, local journalist Jonas Holmes is chasing a disturbing patter. Homeless men are turning up dead in the Savannah River, and no one seems to care. The deeper he digs, the more resistance he meets, until a chance encounter with Cleo and Lily throws open a door he might not be ready to walk through. As Cleo and Jonas race to connect the dots between the counterfeiters and the corpses, sparks fly between them, but in a town where secrets run deep and silence can be deadly, will they expose the truth before the killer makes them the next story? I could see her reading that. Waylaid on Whidbey Island. Mary Irving is an itinerant, I don't know that word, I itinerant pet sitter whose job is to go where the pets are and their owners aren't. Looking for a haven from events in her recent past, Mary accepts a new position on Whidbey Island. She thought the most demanding part of the looking after her friend's three dogs would be riding a herd on their rambunctious hundred pound hundred pound puppy. That is until the dogs wake her up in the middle of the night and she discovers a porta potty at the construction site next door fully engulfed in flames. Local authorities arrive, including Dave Brady, a semi retired police detective. The flames die down and a dead body is found. I think I know where this is going. When bodies begin to pile up like cordwood, Dave uncovers certain aspects of Mary's past. He informs her that not only is she a material witness, but also a possible suspect. As their rapport grows, Mary is determined to prove her innocence, instead finds herself in the crosshairs of a killer. I actually met the author, bought this directly from her, and she says that the dogs. She says that she's trying to live a quiet life, but unfortunately, the dogs won't stop finding dead bodies, which makes me interested in this one. Now, this one, like I said, I read a Belinda Pollard novel earlier this year, so this one I'm gonna be hard pressed to bother with, just because I've already read one from this author this year, and I'd like to give as many authors as possible a chance. But um, she surfaced too fast, fluttering. She trod water gently, trying not to splash, trying not to look like prey. Television journalist Callie Brown leaps at the chance to make a documentary on an idyllic tropical island, even though she's not sure about working with Jack Metcalf again. In a remote corner of Australia's Great Barrier Reef, some of the world's most venomous creatures are yielding compounds that could change the face of medical research forever. When nature returns against the island's inhabitants, is it a freak occurrence or something more sinister? As danger escalates, Callie and Jack will have to stop fighting each other and start fighting for their lives. But first, they must work out who among the dwindling group of survivors is determined to destroy them. So the last time these two were together, it was with a group of old high school friends, and one of them was trying to kill everybody. Run for Your Lives, A. Abbott. Juliet Price struggles with guilt and regret, her perfect life shattered by a fatal error in her 20s. The middle aged ex teacher is broke and friendless, hiding in a crumbling flat in her hometown. She's shocked when the child killer who wrecked her future is freed from jail. As a cold blooded stalker closes in, Juliet desperately scrabbles for cash to go on the run. Can she escape before a twisted murder takes his revenge? If you like flawed protagonists scarred by the past, razor edge races against time, and the heartwarming chance at redemption, you'll love this suspense packed psychological thriller. Um, and then I want to check and make sure this is from an indie author before I put it on the list, but like this is one, old enough to die, newly settled in the Kina Nani retirement home in Hawaii. Octogenarian Paul Jacobson discovers he has two major problems: his short term memory and a murder. He can't remember much from day to day, which makes it tough when he's the one to find the body in the trash chute. Worse, he's the prime suspect because he had a grudge against the victim. Paul knows he's not a killer and figures he'd better clear his name, but his sleuthing unearths as much mayhem as mystery, and more murder. With the help of his buddy Meyer, who helps him keep a journal of events, and his plucky young granddaughter, Paul uses his keen observations to create a clear path to a clever killer, now ready to send Paul packing for good. Okay, so. Ooh, okay. It's a toss up between Trouble Inside and Retirement Homes Are Murder. Um, every secret she uncovers brings her closer to her own, and um, like I said, old enough to die. These two are Retirement Homes Are Murder. I like the idea of an octogenarian who has memory trouble trying to solve a murder mystery, but I also like the synopsis of this one too. And I think that these two are the kind that Alara from Thane would absolutely um read on a beach. Uh oh my gosh, it's late. Um it's not late. It's late for me. I usually have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I've got the day off tomorrow. But um okay, I need to look in to see if this is an indie book or not. But I think I'm going to go with this one just because I don't have to. I know this is self published, so I don't have to do any research on this one. So I'm gonna find out about this one, and then I'll put it on the stacks if it is. But yeah, Trouble Inside is the next one on the list. Um, this I can't remember how much it cost, but it is worth every single penny. Every penny. Buy it again. So I will leave a link to in the description for Thane. Definitely go check it out, especially if you like mysteries and um. Oh my gosh, if you like reality TV, like Big Brother or Survivor or things like that, you're gonna love this. Because that's what it reads as, is a reality show where seven different people from different walks of life come together and they have to solve challenges together. Um, but yeah, description will be link will be in the description below. Go get your copy. Oh, every time I think about this book, it's just like wow. But yeah. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you've gotten this far, um let's see. If you don't know what to comment, just leave an emoji. Leave a the emoji. Oh, what emoji? Leave a cat emoji if you and if you read the book, you'll understand why. But yeah, leave a cat emoji if you've made it this far and you don't know what to comment. Just engaging with the video helps the algorithm. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.